All right. We're starting. I'm super excited. Yeah, we're live. We are live. All right. We're starting. I'm super excited. Yeah, we're live. We are live. All right. We're starting. I'm super excited. Yeah, we're live. We are live. Meth, just so you know, some of us show up like an hour early in my chat before the live stream. So, I've been listening to this song for like the last 20 some odd minutes. Anyway, welcome Uni, welcome Shade, welcome Jose, welcome Meth, welcome King. I didn't see the Sunday evening comment, so. I'm super excited. It's the Fruit of Grisaia. What you guys may or may not know. Actually, here, let's go with the things I know about this game. Nothing. Done. Oh, darn. It happens, man. It happens. Next time. So, what do I know about this? It's a multimedia franchise at this point. It has its own anime series. I believe it has mangas. It definitely has multiple games in it. This is the English Steam version. It's the one I left the link for in my description, as well as the link to Frontwing's website, English website, who is the creator of the game. It was localized by, if I'm not mistaken, Sekai Project, and it's on their list of games you're allowed to stream and stuff. Also, YouTube automatically flags this one as might not be fully ad revenueable, but hey. So Meth knows a lot more than me. Meth owns this game too. So Meth, if you're playing the game already, then yeah, you'll definitely know a lot more than I do. I do like the first two lines in the description of the game though. 6 fruits bear their fangs at the world. The academy was their orchard. As they put in this 81 hours? Oh man. Is this an 81-hour game, Shade? Really? Anyway, it is 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Monday Night Livestream. I am animefanrk2k. I play games sometimes, like this one. I'm on a visual novel kick ever since I started playing like Valhalla, so I'm enjoying that. Yeah, right? Anyway, so this is the Fruit of Grisaia, Grisaia no Kajitsu. It's actually been on my to-watch list, the anime has, for a while, since like it came out, actually. Because I was like, oh, this looks really interesting. Never got around to watching it. I know it was based off a visual novel, and I originally was like, oh, you know, I should play it. Never got around to playing it, and then finally I was like, after I finished Doki Doki Literature Club, I thought I set the controls. I forgot that the space button is also... Can I change that? No. Okay. Alright, I'll deal with it later at some point. Do I want me to click? Oh, want me to click? That's weird. It's way too early for this kind of weather. And when the temperature's abnormally high, you're always going to get some people who lose their heads and start acting erratically. Darn it! I don't want to click. Oh well. In other words, it's only natural that the police would be on the lookout for suspicious types at times like these. It was about 10 minutes ago that I realized I've been mistaken for one of those heat stroke addled sorts. Also, sudden appearance of traffic signal. Whoa. Crazy. By the way, I have my live feed going on the live stream too, so I can actually see the 30-second lag, so. Escape. Oh, okay. So, I'm gonna quickly change my inputs. Hide message window. That's what it was. Unassigned. Apply. And then it should be advanced text, enter. Enter, but it wasn't working. I don't know why. These are all other things. Okay, so let's apply those. Let's okay those. Let's see if it works now. Alright, it was about 10 minutes ago there. Okay. Yes. It's a good translation, policeman. Sweat pouring from his forehead as he examines my license. The policeman in front of me takes a glance at the large backpack I'm carrying, then continues the background check. Totes Magoats, my friend. Hi. Well, if this is like a standard visual novel, I'm clearly from out of town. I'm moving here. I'm going to meet some girls. I'm going to get with them. Standard visual novel story. Star Wars is good. I watched it. No spoilers, guys, for the people who hasn't. I told you this 10 minutes ago. I'm moving. This luggage is everything I own. I don't know. Like I said, I don't have one yet. The answer's not going to change no matter how many times you ask. Yo, Dick! Come on! Can't the man just backpack and move in peace? Where do you come from? Where are you going? What are you planning to do there? Depending on the context, these can be fairly philosophical questions, but as far as police inquiries go, they're pretty run-of-the-mill. From their perspective, anyone wandering around without clear-cut business is by default a criminal of some sort. Let alone, oh yeah, I really like the part in the Star Wars movie when the TARDIS showed up, and Picard was in there, and Spike Spiegel used Jeet Kune Do against Gene Starwin. Wait, what? Let alone someone like me carrying around conspicuously bulky luggage. It's as good as guaranteed that they stop me. That is their job, I suppose. Since this little scene acts as a crime deterrent through its visibility, it's not an entirely wasted effort. But unfortunately, I don't have all day to play along. Drop a glance toward the digital watch I'm wearing around my left wrist. Sorry, but I'm keeping someone waiting. I really can't spare any more time for hanging out with bored cops. No, you clearly have too much time on your hands. A bored police force is proof that the city's at peace. Take it as a compliment. Inexplicably taking offense at my tone, the policeman clicks his tongue in irritation, and I heard the click, actually. Toss my license back. Sorry, man, I have a little I have like a person's body parts in here. You can't look. I refuse. I don't rely on Blade's policy of mine. Look, are you really telling me to unpack all of this on the spot? It'll take an hour at least. 30 minutes just to take it all out, 30 minutes to stuff it back in.
じゃあ立ち話もなんだし、警察署に行こうか。冷たいお茶ぐらい出すからさ、そこでゆっくりお話を聞かせてよ。
What a piece of shit, man. This police officer should go suck it. I just told you I don't have the time. Can't accept voluntary questioning. I know you can't just back down in this situation, but if I say I'll head over there myself later, can we wrap this up for now?
そんな都合のいいこと言って、そのまましらばっくれる気だろ。だったらせめて自宅の連絡先を教えてよ。
Yo, just you see my license? Go to that address, okay? As I've explained, I'm in the middle of a move. I vacated my old place, so I don't have an address.
じゃあご両親の住んでいる実家の住所だ。まさか両親もホームレスだとは言うまい？
They're dead. I don't have any parents, no siblings or relatives either. They're all dead. Well, I hope you feel bad, Mr. Officer.
本当に？やっぱり何か隠してるんじゃないの？
Are you really fucking questioning somebody who said their parents are dead? Like, the fuck, man? That's messed up. This is going nowhere.
警察署まで来てくれれば無駄な問答をしなくて済むんだけどね。今パトカー呼ぶから少し待っててくれる？
He did not say please. He was a little curt about that. Or, you know, like, half friendly, half, sarcastic. That at least let me call the person I'm supposed to be meeting. At this rate, they'll be waiting all day.
そりゃ構わないけど。相手は誰？お友達？
I'm not going to tell you that.
言えないような相手なのか？
It's your mother. We had an appointment at a hotel tonight.
は？
I was keeping quiet out of the goodness of my heart. You dragged it out of me, so don't blame me when your parents get divorced and your happy home is shattered.
バカにしてるのか？え？
About 30 meters away from where we're talking, someone screams. Well, that happened. Desperate cry follows within seconds. A woman sits collapsed on the street, stretching out her hand. Her high heels lie on the ground, knocked off her feet by the sudden fall. Just about halfway between us, there's a man in a flashy Hawaiian shirt running in this direction. Although the thief flinches for a moment at the sight of the policeman's uniform, after a quick check from any convenient side streets, he barrels onward. Brandishing the stolen bag menacingly, his hand violently gestures out of my way. Yo, knock him over, man! Yo, why'd you hesitate, policeman? The cop is completely flustered. He's quite clearly unaccustomed to this sort of situation. While he's panicking, the distance between us and the thief shrinks with surprising swiftness. Trip him! The man runs in a straight line toward a breakthrough to freedom. I happen to be standing directly in the middle of his path. As he prepares to strike with the bag, I ascertain the movement of his shoulder and arm from the first signs of motion, and hit his wrist sharply just as he begins to swing. Somebody tells me this did not end well with this would-be thief. The man's arm instantly stiffens and loses all momentum. His eyes pop wide open in shock. I immediately grab the collar of the Hawaiian shirt he's wearing and firmly draw him toward me. Before the man can offer resistance to my pull, I smoothly reverse and use my body weight to shove against him. When pushed just as they've begun to brace themselves against being pulled, anyone except a genuine expert is going to be thrown off balance. Nice shirt, where'd you buy it? Shock spreads across the man's face as his knees buckle against his will. Tried to gain a chokehold using my grip on the neck of his shirt, but the man promptly draws his head back and shifts his body to the side, preventing me from landing a hold on his neck. Although I expected as much from a glance at his build, seems like he's somewhat experienced in judo. But in this case, he would have been better off trying a decisive tackle. Turning around the purse snatcher in the opposite direction of his slide, I yank his right arm upward with both hands. One movement, I circle to his back. Wrecked! Done! Next, pull back on the opponent's wrist and elbow and pin him to the ground. This is just basic Aikido, by the way. Yeah, it is, really. I mean, you could threaten all you want, but you're kind of caught, guy. Hey now, you got your priorities all wrong. Before worrying about me, you should kill the guy who sold you that shirt. Yeah, whatevs, man. Perhaps unconsciously, the man's now empty right hand desperately slaps at the asphalt. While holding the thief pinned, I quickly shoot a look behind me. Don't just stand there!
Oh!
This policeman's terrible at his job. The policeman jerks up straight in response to my angry shout. Taking a pair of handcuffs from the pouch around his waist, he runs over to restrain the criminal. The purse snatcher seems to have resigned himself to his fate and doesn't offer any pointless resistance. He accepts his red-handed arrest for theft docilely, then sits quietly on the ground with his head hung as the policeman radios for backup. Apparently they weren't too far off, as sirens approaches in no time. Two policemen get out of the arriving cruiser and push the criminal into the back seat. As I'm quietly watching the scene in perfect passivity, the policeman from earlier runs over. Yeah, man. I'll pass on the letter of thanks, so how about letting me move on? Well, at least he's being a little bit more polite about it, but still, I have to make a call then, right? Figured as much. Shaking my head in exasperation, I silently rebuke myself. Should have just left it alone. As the policeman pushes at my back, a glance at my wristwatch informs me that I'm already 5 minutes late for my meeting. Well, oops. Interrogation room. No. 30 minutes have passed since I was brought to the interrogation room, familiar as the place where criminals break into the flop, sweat, and TV dramas. Sitting on a cheap foldable pipe chair, my arms folded in perfect silence. Nah, I'm gonna keep them waiting for a while. Instead of responding, I close my eyes, a silent statement, indicating that I have absolutely no intention of opening my mouth. The detective clicks his tongue in exasperation at my attitude. I've got a pretty fair idea what he'll be doing next. Oh no, we can't get the criminals! He's and the Team Rocket guy grunts like literally right outside the house, right? Pokemon, man. Sound of something being struck and an even louder attempt at intimidation. This is the point where a timid guy would be jumping in his seat with his eyes wide open, maybe staring at the floor and quivering. As for me, my eyes are still shut and my arms are still folded quietly. My mind is a total blank. I've been accustomed to adults shouting at me like this since I was a child. Following the threat stage, the next step would be for him to grip my hair and jolt me back and forth, but I'm dealing with an official authority group here. I should get off without direct violence this time. Not to say that they won't pull out the old TV cliches and harass me by shining a death lamp in my eyes or something of the sort. I can roughly translate the detective's sigh. Goddamn kids these days. Gently open my eyes in order to sneak a look at his disgusted face. The detective sitting in front of me seems to be challenging a Guinness World Record for the most dramatic asymmetry between the left and right sides of a human mouth. Or maybe he's just scowling. Doblin? When I let out a snort of laughter in response to the unexpectedly pleasant sight, the detective scratches his head violently and glares at me. Yeah, but saying nothing gets me a lot less in trouble. No, Vanitas, I'm just getting interrogated by cops. Start pretty strong here. Won't gain you anything, but you won't lose anything either, except your time. I turn my gaze to the clock on the wall of the sweatbox. An hour has already passed since the scheduled time for my meeting. The detective strikes the desk with excellent comic timing. The best part is the way he knocks his ashtray off the table every time he does this. His tone distinctly fed up, he stoops down to pick the plastic tray off the floor. Kazami Yuji, occupation student. I don't know. An Ippanjin, civilian. Kazami Yuji, occupation student.
警察に捕まったらそれしか言うなって誰かに言われてんのか。お前どっかのテロリストか。
I mean, you know, there's a Grisaia no Kajitsu anime. Kazami Yuji, occupation student.
Oh,
Up, dropped his plastic ashtray again. First it's say something, now it's shut up. Talk about hard to please. Our capricious detective scowls yet again and scratches his head. Flakes of dandruff drift grandly through the air. Based on his thoroughly wrinkled suit and heavy stubble, say he hasn't been home in days.
Nah. 頼むよ。こっちの事情も考えてくれよ。
Kazami Yuji, occupation, terrorist. Another sigh. It's enough to make me want to heave one myself. Because we both take our work seriously, seems like we're stuck going around in circles.
さっきのひったくり事件の取り調べも進まないし、厄介なの捕まえたよまったく。
Yo, you didn't say the rest of your line. Just as we roughly complete this exchange of one-sided bitterness and mutual glaring, there's a well-timed knock at the door, and the sound of it being unlocked.
はい。あ、お疲れ様です。
Slightly plump elderly detective enters the room. Given the respectful tone of the detective I've been chatting with, he's probably a superior of some sort.
どうかしましたか。はい。
After a quick glance in my direction, the elderly detective whispers something into the younger man's ear. Before long, the younger detective turns toward me with a decidedly nonplussed expression.
釈放だとお疲れさん。
Why now all of a sudden?
それはこっちから聞いてくれ。それじゃあな。
With those parting words, the young detective leaves the room. The elderly detective watches him go, then faces me with a greasy smile.
いやー、すみませんでしたね、風見さん。
Oh, you know my name?
こちらに連絡が行っていなかったようで、先ほどようやっとあなたの身元保証人の方と連絡が取れた次第でして。
The detective stares at me with eyes like a dead fish.
市ヶ谷の関係者なら最初からそう言っていただかないと。
Ichigaya? If you'd known I was from Ichigaya from the start, wouldn't you have thrown me in jail, stripped me naked, and sprayed me down with a hose?
まさかご冗談を。うちは天下の桜だもんですよ。
We're all friends here. Just to let you know, I'm nothing but a student. My work at Ichigaya is only a part-time cleaning job.
掃除ですか。なるほどね。うまいことおっしゃいますな。さすがはインテリさんの集まりだ。
In response to my words, the detective twists his mouth into something vaguely resembling a smile.
いやー、ですからね。そちらさんもそんなご事情ならば、もっと早く言っておいていただければよかったんですが、ご存知かと思いますが、上があれですから、いろいろとややこしくてね。
Huh, interesting. Sarcasm drifting from every pore of his body, the detective treats me with transparently insincere courtesy. Wow. Let's read. Luckily, it looks like a lot of this dialogue is spoken. He's perfectly civil on a superficial level, but the atmosphere in here is growing increasingly unpleasant. The younger detective from before, hard-ass as he was, seems infinitely preferable. Did you inquire to Ichigaya about me?
いいえね。あなたのお名前をデータベースで検索させたんですがね。検索している最中に電話が鳴りまして、受話器を上げてみたら防衛省の特別の機関からのお電話でして、うちの犬がそちらで保護されていないかと聞きましてね。いや、驚きましたよ実際。うちは保健所じゃありませんからね。
Since you found my owner and confirmed that my leash is properly attached, I should be able to leave now, right?
どうぞご自由に。ああ、そうそう。あなたが今度転入なさる学園の学園長からもこちらに連絡がありましたよ。
That's so.
なかなかいらっしゃらないからと近隣の署に片っ端から連絡を入れたそうですよ。おかげでうちの所長も会議の途中で電話に引っ張られたようでして、 散々闇を言われたと言っておりました。
Where's my backpack?
お預かりした荷物は玄関に出してありますので、そちらで。なんでしたらうちの車でお送りしましょうか。
You're not getting funds from public taxes in order to chauffeur bums like me around, are you? I'll walk. Curt, to the point. After I'm urged out the door by the old man, the young detective appears from the rear carrying the backpack they'd taken from me earlier. Told you, man, I'm just carrying a human body in there. What? Bit of a tough question. I guess you could save my life. That wasn't really what I was going for. Dropping the backpack next to me, the detective lets out a slight sigh. Thanks for lugging it out here. Pretty heavy, isn't it? True. Guess that's natural for a policeman. Sorry. The detective smiles wryly. Landfill Academy? I'm wearing the school uniform, you can see at a glance. Books. Clasp my shoulder as we pass each other. Aw, look, this detective warmed up to me. Those parting words, he heads back into the police station. Guess I don't make a convincing student yet. I'm wearing black slacks and a short-sleeved dress shirt, as well as a blue tartan check necktie. Excluding my somewhat longish hair, I should be the very image of a student. Guess it's a little difficult turning into something like that all of a sudden. But it's probably precisely because this is difficult that I decided to give it a try. For a while, I myself didn't understand why I'd ask for this, but now I think I have a faint grasp on the reason. I wanted to become something that I couldn't understand, something that I wasn't. At the moment, I've done nothing but smooth down my edges a bit. Perhaps later on, I'll become a student on the inside as well. The sun that had been climbing upward earlier has now finally reached its zenith, but we're not going to get a direct shot at the sun because obvious reasons. His name is Kazami Yuji, guys. The temperature keeps on rising, and sweat oozes from my skin. I was pretty sure she picked me up, but, Sensing a presence, I lower my gaze from the sun. My eyes, well accustomed to high contrast lighting, project a human form and silhouette for only the briefest of moments before the details fade in. Hi. A woman raising an awkward salute, grinning broadly, stands before my eyes. Spare me, I don't want to see a pose like that outside the workplace. In the first place, what's with that dopey salute? Girls in bikinis on the maritime SDF recruitment posters have more impressive form. Wrecked! I don't recall contributing enough to society today to deserve any appreciation. She opens the door of the car stop next to her. Yeah, true enough. From Mishima Cape Police Station to National Highway number 133 southbound, we proceed to the Prefectural Highway and advance further out towards the Cape. A range of slowly rotating wind turbines come into view, indicating our proximity to the sea. Yo, I like that. You can just watch the, Yo, it's really nice. Just watch the lampposts. Thanks, Principal. I doubt you really thought I was sick. You're trying the police stations first, not the hospitals. Accuracy in weather forecasts and interpersonal communications make society run smoother. I like this guy, man. This Kazami Yuji. He's pretty cool. I like him. Pouting again, she continues her harangue.
第一、ここにだって本数は少ないけど電車は通ってるんだから、それで来ればよかったのに歩いてきちゃうんだもん。
I mean, why not?
それも聞いてびっくりしたのよ。ヒマラヤにでも登るような大荷物背負ってるって。
Sorry, I hate trains.
だからって歩いてくるなんて常識外れよ。どうしたの？黙っちゃって。
Could you not mention this to the other students? I don't want them getting funny ideas about me from the get-go.
変なのが来たって警戒されるかもね。確かに。
Real weird looking this time. Got enough of that from the police to last me a while.
やっぱり職質受けてたのね。
Yeah, what I'm like, some like special spec ops kind of guy? We'll see.
はい、着いたわ。ここよ。
The car proceeded about 500 meters along an area of reclaimed coastal land before she brought it to a stop. So that's what he meant by landfill, I see. As I'm recalling the words of the detective from before, the woman continues her conversation with a suddenly cheerful tone.
どう？立派でしょ。この近隣の学校の中では一番新しいのよ。
Very nice. Barely even looks like a school. Although I heard it was a new school, its external appearance generally isn't what I expected. Kind of like academy building is this attributed to? Three-story building. The pure white color of the outer walls is the only typical school-like element, with every other aspect more closely resembling a city office building. Yeah, I was gonna say, it looks like like a guarded office more than... Yeah, that does describe it better. The gates to the right and left are less evocative of school gates than a functional fence at some facility. The mounted signboard likewise is a utilitarian thing printed in a simple typeface rather than a hand-drawn work of calligraphy.
これからここがあなたの母校になるのよ。感慨深くない？
I've only just arrived at this place. If I said I was deeply moved by the sight, it'd be a lie.
味もそっけもない。人間想像力が大事なのよ。
Hooray to the people who created this game. I am just simply a part of it. With an exaggerated sigh, she opens her hands wide in the overblown gesture of a third-rate actor.
新設校だからあまり学校のイメージがないかもしれないけど、学生だってちゃんと普通のいい子たちがいるのよ。だから。
I don't know about that woman, because at the very least, I looked at the thumbnail that I posted of the game, and I'm pretty sure there's some eccentric people in any place where nobody has standard hair colors and eye colors. Just saying. Just putting it out there. Normal. What did I just say? What did I just say? Hey, that English wasn't too bad. Her rigmarole is abruptly interrupted by the high-pitched shrieks of two girls. Does she forget to have a cockroach on a leash? What? Oh, it's a cicada. Yeah, cicadas are cool. Hey, this Ama person, I agree with you wholeheartedly. Bugs are the worst, but cicadas are alright. the screen just dropped. Oh man, this is great already. This is terrifying. I like it even like if you look right here, it says Yahoo! Right over this Machina girl's head. What? Excuse me, woman. Can we talk about your normal students? It's like dots. We have nothing else but ellipses at this moment. She's sweating a little profusely there all of a sudden. Normal? Could you define that term? Is there a class where we chase each other around brandishing insects? I don't think I do, but it's nice to see that it's a lively school. Having apparently forgotten what she was planning to do with her outspread hands, she totters through the school gate. Those two were the normal ones? Uh-oh. Her office is positioned quite near the school building's front entrance. The furniture is nicely arranged, based around an old-fashioned desk and chair. In contrast to the incongruity of the building's external appearance, this room is a textbook example of old-fashioned principal's office. Oh, this place looks really nice. I sit on the genuine leather sofa that's one of the room's more prominent furnishings. After waiting for me to settle myself, she lowers herself into the seat across from me. Yeah, nice to meet you too, Tachibana Chizuru. Oh, she knows who I am. Oh, probably in with my weird background, huh? Alright, see you, Spicy. I apologize if I'm missing some like conversations that are going on, guys, but keep the conversations going. On a practical level, nice to meet you might be the better option. With a slight amused smile, Principal Tachibana takes out a pamphlet. She flips past a couple of pages of the brochure. I hadn't noticed, but her fingernails are lightly polished. The principal talks shifts more to detailed matters. These speech expresses an enormous corporate group with its hands in real estate and large-scale retail, but its core business is the management of the rail line connecting Tokyo and Haneda Airport. The EBE's management is shouldered by the Sakaki family. It seems plausible that the Sakaki Academy Corporation is also administered by them directly, but that's only a guess based on circumstantial evidence. There's a lack of public information on this secretive corporation's activities. The very existence of this academy isn't well known. I didn't gain anything that could be called definitive proof from my investigation so far. Yay, second year. My own course. Her fingers come to a stop, bringing her hands gently together. The principal raised her gaze from the pamphlet and meets my eyes. Someone's rich? Maybe. Someone has either is loaded or has connections in this place, yes. I have a few questions. First, today is a weekday, but there was barely anyone on the school grounds. What's going on?
学生数はあなたを入れて6人だけなの。
Oh. Wait. Hold on. 6 students, and you're saying that these students are normal. Let's talk. I know for a fact that those 2 girls weren't really quote-unquote normal. And I'm certainly not normal. You sure about this? Only 6?
そうよ。
Second year is good because you're like in the 16 to 17 age range. So like it's like just near adulthood for legality purposes. But don't worry guys, everyone thinks 18 plus when porn's involved. Elementary school 18 plus. Middle school 18 plus. High school 18 plus. College, yeah, you should be 18 plus anyway. What? The elite few.
Eh?
That includes our friends with the cicada just now.
もちろん。
Question 2. Where am I living from today on?
全寮制なの。後で学生寮の場所を案内します。そこからここに通ってちょうだい。
Yeah, don't you know everyone's forever 17, guys? Dormitory, is it?
寮といっても十分な広さのある個室だから安心よ。
In that case, not a problem.
以上かしら。
Before we finish, one last thing.
はい、どうぞ。
For this last question only, I stare directly into her eyes. I need to confirm the principal's intentions in bringing me here. After all said and done, is this a normal school? I don't like this. The principal closed her mouth. After a moment of silence, she opens it again. A gentle smile. I'm convinced that she isn't lying to me to further some hidden self-interest.
あなたがあの時に言った希望、ちゃんと覚えているわよ。
The principal slowly stands up and walks to the window side. The athletic grounds are visible from the window. Although resembling those of a normal school, the grounds are skirted by an improbably high wall.
普通の学園に入って、普通の学生生活が送りたい。
The mere handful of students, the bizarrely extravagant facilities, the on-campus dormitory, the high walls surrounding it all. They clearly indicate abnormality.
でもね、あなたも分かってると思うけど、あなた自身の境遇を考えると、ここしか条件に合うところがなかったのよ。
I guess you're right.
私はあくまでも、ここは普通の学園だとあなたに言います。
It's as normal as you get. Thank you, Principal Tachibana. Principal turns to face me.
だからあなたも、ここで普通に過ごしてくれればいいわ。何かしてほしいとか、私から言うことはありません。
Yay. Understood.
それじゃ、寮の方へ案内するわ。
Yeah. With a nod, I rise to my feet. On the grounds outside, a gust of salty sea air kicks up a cloud of sand. Just because they can show off the
こ
fact
こ
that
が
you do
学
that.
生寮よ。管理室も含めると部屋数は全部で11。
Wait, you have a spacious school that only 11 people can actually sleep at? That's weird. We try to be normal guys, right?
各部屋ごとにお風呂とトイレとキッチンが備え付けられてるから生活の心配はないわ。家具も一通り揃ってるしね。
Yo, I wanna go to this school, man.
何キョロキョロしてるの？
The cicada pair from earlier don't seem to be around.
ああ、スオさんとイリスさんのことね。
I don't know which one is that. I know one's Amane and one's Makina.
二人ともまだ学園に残っているのかもね。小峰さんもいないようだし。
That Komina guy is a student here too?
その子に寮の案内を頼んでいたんだけど、姿が見えないから。
Oh, it's a girl. So you don't have a minute grasp on the movements of the students. I see. Oh, you don't have a minute grasp on the movements of the students. I see.
私はほら、 なる学園長だから。
Oh, interesting. Hey, how's it going, Casserola? Don't worry, this is the Steam version, guys. It should have a lot less nudity. Hopefully none. Merely, is it?
ちょっと待ってね。部屋にいるのかもしれないから。
The principal walks toward the interior of the building. Left there by myself, I stare vacantly up at the ceiling. Soon I've consciously fallen into my habit of counting the number of visible sprinklers, then roughly estimating the scale of the building. Calculating the time needed to gain control of the front entrance and ascertaining the location of the emergency exits. Not that many support pillars, are there? Guess that's why the ceiling is a bit low. Sup? Having grown absorbed in analyzing the building, I don't even notice a tug at my sleeve.
私の声聞こえてますか?
How's it going? Maid? Until the final excuse me of many finally catches my ear.
あなたは今日到着予定の転入生さんですか?
That's correct. Drop my gaze in the direction of the voice and find a girl in housemaid clothes looking up at me. Not that she's of particularly diminutive height, except in comparison to a taller male like me.
それとも不審者さんでしょうか?
No one's going to admit that they're an intruder if you ask them point blank.
そういえばそうですね。目から鱗です。
Well, I'm glad you learned this lesson. Bye! It just runs away. The maid nods several times, slowly closes her eyes, and begins to repeat my words.
不審者かと尋ねられて不審者だと答えるやつはいない。不審者かと尋ねられて不審者だと答えるやつはいない。
I like this one. She has common sense. What?
大丈夫。それでは質問の仕方を変えて、あなたは不審者さんではない人でしょうか?
Flexible thinking is in your strong suit, clearly. Oh man, Yuji, you're like, eh. No, never mind. So what does the maid want with me?
ですから、私はあなたが怪しい人かどうかを確認しています。
This will be the second time today I've heard that pickup line.
それはおめでとうございます。それで、あなたは不審者さんではない人なんでしょうか?
You're a lot tougher than you look, maid.
小峰さん、ちょうどよかった。こちらが今度転入することになった風見くんよ。
Yo, this girl is interesting. If that's gonna be the type of conversation I have with her every single time, I'm like, yo, I wanna hang out with this girl. Those are awesome. At this point, having noticed our voices, the principal calls out to the girl. It seems this maid was Komine all along.
やっぱりあなたが転入生さんだったんですね。
I'm Kazami Yuji. Good to meet you.
はい、こちらこそよろしくお願いします。
Hello, Komine. I don't think you introduced yourself.
すみません。下の名前はサチです。よろしくお願いします。
Alright, so Komine Sachi, got it. He's suspicious, but not dangerous, to classmates at least. Hopefully not to the principal either. Principal seems alright so far. This time it's nothing but the first name. I had this thought earlier with the other two, but you've certainly gathered some unique elites here.
学生の個性を伸ばすのが学園の役目だから。
I'm pretty sure these people here, myself included, have way too much individuality, Principal Tachibana. Which would mean that she's a student too.
小峰さんはこの学園の1年生よ。あなたには小峰さんが教壇に立つような年に見えた?
That's not really my point of confusion here. Our uniform creates certain preconceptions. For example, if I see a girl wearing bunny ears in a bar, I don't ask what she's done with her Bible.
小峰さんは普段からメイド服でいることが多いから。
See? And that's gonna confuse someone. That's not an explanation.
かにそうね。それじゃあ小峰さん、説明してあげて。わかりました。
Okay, now I know her as Sachi, because that's what she called herself.
私はクラス委員を任されている関係で、よく先生方のお手伝いや雑用をお願いされることが多いのですが、なんだかメイドさんみたいだねという話から、ちょっとメイド服着てみなよと促され、
It looks like she's enjoying herself at least.
実際着てみたらやっぱり似合うから、なるべく普段から着た方がいいよと提案されたので、なるべく普段からメイド服を着るように心がけています。
Well, if you have the spirit of a maid, I guess you can wear maid clothing. I see, you're a devoted one. That fallen bunny girl sister could learn a thing or two from you.
はい、ありがとうございます。
I'm glad that you understood that was a compliment. I wasn't really intending that to be a compliment, but there's no point in telling her that.
じゃあここからは彼女に案内してもらって、その方が話もできていいでしょう。
No objections.
それじゃあ小峰さん、あとはお願いね。わかりました。
So wait, she's the class president?
それではまず1階から案内していきますね。
Yep, if you would. The maid slowly begins to walk, but quickly comes to a stop in front of the management room. Stopping dead, she's staring at me with an expression that clearly indicates she has something to say. What's wrong? You need something?
その、あなたのことを何とお呼びしたらいいのか聞き忘れていました。
Just call me, Yuji. Come to think of it, you're right.
すみません。
Well, you can call me whatever you want.
それでしたら、ゆうくんと呼ばせていただいてもよろしいでしょうか。
Like this one, I feel like a student already. We've gotten pretty familiar all of a sudden.
では、風見さんというのはいかがでしょう。
Sure. Anyway, I'll call you Sachi.
サチ。
My bad, would Sachimon be better?
いえ、サチで構いませんよ。
Sachimon's a very strange nickname to give people Yuji, just saying, man. Her expression didn't change in the slightest, but her eyes at the moment she spoke those words had strange forcefulness. That's so? Alright, Sachi. Best regards and all that.
はい。
Judging from her smile, it seems she doesn't dislike being called Sachi.
それでは早速なのですが、寮に入って最初に見えるこの部屋が風見さんのお部屋になります。
Nameplate seems to say it's the management room, though.
学園長さんのお話では、風見さんには寮長を兼ねてこの部屋に住んでほしいとのことでしたけど。
In other words, she wants me to play the prison guard. Well, at the very least, 3 out of the 6 students living in this dorm are females. It would probably be prudent to have a room as far as possible from theirs to avoid potential trouble. And then she's like, and by the way, my room's right next door, right? Mind if I take a look inside?
はい。これが部屋の鍵です。どうぞ。
Does she have the key to everyone's room? When I open the door with the key she hands me, a prominently placed set of kitchen and household goods catches my eye. They seem to be in good shape, and I can confirm with a glance that the room itself would be more than adequate living environment given my needs.
この寮のすべての部屋には火災報知器が1つと2つのスプリンクラーが設置されています。
Oh, did she notice I was counting the sprinklers? Got it. Seems to have guessed my thoughts from the direction of my gaze. Okay.
そこは1畳半ほどのウォークインクローゼットになっていると聞いています。
Ooh. Guys, we're just gonna assume there's a tsundere in this game, then there's gonna be a tsundere in this game, okay? Guys, Yuji's a tsundere if all else fails. As a little test, I focus my eyes on a different point of interest, and she provides an explanation in the same way. Although she's a little off in some departments, she seems to be pretty sharp in other respects. I see. Looks like there won't be any problems. As you speak, I twist the faucet over the sink. Was someone using this room before I came?
いいえ、少なくとも4ヶ月は誰も使っていなかったはずですが。
The water's pretty clear considering.
まあ、建物自体が新しいですし、風見さんがいらっしゃる前はこの部屋を倉庫代わりに使用することもあったので、その時に誰かが水道を使っていたのかもしれません。私も時々お掃除の時にバケツの水を汲むために使っていましたから。
I mean, it is right near the entrance. I see. Twist the faucet, stop the water, drop the luggage I've been carrying on the spot, and promptly leave the room.
それから玄関を入って正面のスペースはみんなの共有の場所になっています。
The standard student dorm community space, is it?
はい。マキちゃんやアマネさんなんかはよくここで過ごしていますよ。
That's so. You say Maki and Amane. Is that Makina and then Amane? Although I haven't heard those names before, they must be other students.
それから風見さんの部屋の隣はボイラー室。その正面が階段で、その奥には4つの部屋があって、階段の隣の3号室が私の部屋になります。
I heard there are 11 rooms in total. Any reason why you picked one on the first floor?
それは私の名前がサチなので、さっちゃんなら3号室でしょと。
I get the idea.
ここが2階です。2階は基本的に部屋のみの構造となっていて、私以外の学生さんは全員この階に住んでいます。
Which would mean two of these are vacant.
はい、7号室と9号室は現在空き部屋になっています。3階はこの大浴場をはじめとした戦闘的な構造になっています。
Holy crap, that looks beautiful. Where? I want to take a bath in that. It's awesome.
階段の反対側にはコインランドリーや物干しスペースもあるので、必要な時に利用してください。もし洗濯自体が苦手なようでしたら、私に言っていただければ代行しますので。
Wouldn't taking care of someone else's chores be a nuisance?
クラス委員ですから。
I'm pretty sure that my class representatives never did my own laundry. Thank you very much. Alright, I'll keep that offer in mind.
はい。
There's no reason to refuse outright when the offer is delivered with such an earnest smile. By the way, can we use this grand bathroom as you please?
はい。清掃は専門の業者さんが定期的にやってくれているので、清掃中以外は24時間利用可能です。
Awesome.
ただ、男湯と女湯に分かれているわけではないので、風見さんが入浴する際は入り口にこの札をかけるようにしてください。
As she speaks, she hands me a card that reads In Use Male Bathing. Sure, I think I might take advantage of it pretty often. The view up here is pretty nice. Exactly, man. Look at that. Yeah, seriously. They have their own kitchens, bathrooms, and living facilities. Have a common area. They have Sachi. Wait, what?
そうですね。周りには校舎の他に高い建物もないですし、ガラスの透過率も 75% ですから、海面に沈む夕日を眺めることもできますよ。
Oh, that sounds great. An ocean view, huh? Not bad. That sounds like a luxury, man. Where is this?
ご希望ならすぐに入ることもできますけど。
As she speaks, I notice Sachi's already holding a towel and a change of clothes in her hand. Pretty well prepared.
この大浴場を見た大体の人はすぐに入ってみたくなるみたいなので。
I see. The fruit of your experience, is it? What's wrong?
風見さんのための着替えではなく、私の着替えを持ってきてしまいました。
I see. Your inner desires, is it? As if to demonstrate, female underwear slips out from among the clothes in Sachi's hand. Is this a declaration that you want to bathe together?
いえ、そのつもりはありませんでした。すみません。
Yo, I like how usually so deadpan. It's like, oh, okay, so you want to bathe as well? I bet you one of the girls won't leave a card. Vanitas, I bet that's gonna happen. I really don't think there's anything to apologize for.
ありがとうございます。では、これで寮の案内は終わりになりますが、何か質問はありますか？
Yes, who are the other residents? Let's see, can I ask about something other than the dorm?
私に答えられることでしたら。
In that case, let's hear your 3 sizes, Sachi.
はい、上から82、56、83です。
I mean... How's it going, Fallen? I mean, you have good sizes. At the moment, is there a specific man you're going out with?
いません。
Your experience with men to date? いません?
ありません。
Yep. I know I'm the one who asked you those questions, but answering them so politely, would that also be because you're the class representative?
クラス委員はみんなの役に立ってこそのクラス委員ですから。
What an admirable devotion to customer service.
ありがとうございます。他に質問はありますか？
Nothing comes to mind. You're just like, alright, let's see.
わかりました。
Measurements, okay. Not dating, okay. Yep, straight to the point.
もし他に聞きたいことができたら、部屋にある内線電話で3番を押してください。私の部屋につながるので。
That makes sense, because she's in the 3rd room. Got it.
それでは私はこれで失礼しますね。
She's probably gonna go take her bath now. With that note of farewell, Sachi bows like a genuine housemaid and starts to turn away. Sachi.
はい。
Thanks for the tour, I appreciate it.
はい。
Aww. Class representatives these days seem to be surprisingly tough-willed breed. Seem to be a surprisingly tough-willed breed. Oh no! Usually that doesn't have common sense either. Huh. So these are what class representatives are like. Got it. This is normal. Got it. After Sachi's tour ended, I took another look around the interior of the building on my own. By the time I returned to my room, the sun is already low in the sky and the light growing dim. Should probably put this stuff away before it gets dark. Opening my backpack, I pulled out the contents and began to put them away on the shelves I've been provided with. It's a real help that I've got a closet. Things I can leave in a visible place, and things to be stowed away in the back. Dividing my possessions between the two, the latter are clearly more numerous. Normal, huh? While looking over my mountain of luggage, I mutter in a self-deprecating tone. As I work, the sun sinks leisurely into the sky. And day... I'm running, guys. Wait, I'm gonna be shocked and I'm gonna cry? God. Oh no. Don't make serious hanging jokes, guys. At my usual time, 4:45 a.m., I woke up in my usual way and ran the course I marked down mentally on my way here. To tell the truth, when I was stopped by the policeman yesterday, it was because I've been wandering back and forth in the same place. I've been planning out a possible marathon route, in other words. Oh, for running. I woke at the usual time, ran at the usual time, and now I'm eating my usual breakfast menu. No different from the days when I was living together with my master in the mountains, my standard tempo of living. If there's a difference, it's limited to the slight surprise I felt when I opened my eyes and found a roof over my head. During my hike from Yamanashi, I got used to sleeping in the open. So when I woke up inside a room, there was a slight feeling of unease as I thought, right, I'm living in a dorm now. That mild discomfort hasn't disappeared even now as I'm eating my corn cereal. It's hard to settle down inside a new lair until it's engraved with your scent. That's very true. Alive and wriggling? Wriggle, wriggle. Even so, I'll start living at this tempo every day from now on, going to school every morning so there's no real need to rush things. If I actively spend every day packing myself with potentially useful knowledge, someday this sort of lifestyle might come naturally to me. The effort strikes me as a little troublesome. But as my master once told me, when it comes to your life, and your woman, a little bit of trouble is just about right. Ah, that's good. That's good words. Speaking of women, they're a simple bunch, but that doesn't make them any less difficult to handle. I learned that much in my first year living with my master. In my master's words, when you're a brat, running fast is enough to make you popular. When you're a middle schooler, the guys who can fight will be popular, and after that, it's the guys with brains who get the girls. In other words, run, punch, and read books, and you'll never run dry. What do you think? Short and sweet, right? That was her theory, at least. My master was also a woman. I'm not sick. Maybe I'm sick in the head. What? The things she said were always ridiculously simplistic. Honestly, I ignored those words with a snort the first time I heard them. My master was a woman who put her beliefs into practice. Every morning she made me run, and every day she hit me with a stack of books. Although I don't know if she's to blame, I still run 16 kilometers every morning and habitually read books whenever I have free time. Sometimes she was harsh, sometimes she was sweet. She would emit an abrasive, overpowering aura at times, but every once in a while she could be so gentle that I thought my brain would melt out of my ears. That was my master, a woman with a sizable build who was nonetheless very picky about the little things. Had a hard time dealing with large women ever since those days, but being aware of that fact doesn't mean I can fix it. It's not that I dislike them on a conscious level, but whenever I see a tall woman I can't help but feel worry out of pure instinct. If you ask why I'm bringing this up all of a sudden, well, that would be because I've just been reminded that there's a large woman at this school as well. What? Welcome to the Fruit of Grisaia, Fallen. Since this place is a student dormitory, it's of course only natural that a community of students would already be living here, and it's entirely probable that they have their own rules that I don't know yet. Also, I'm a country hick, fresh from the rural areas of Yamanashi, so it goes without saying I'm poorly versed in the customs and rituals of this land. I have no way of penetrating the depths of significance that might be hiding in an action that, at a glance, looks to be a simple case of bullying. What game's this? What are the rules? Oh, she's the large one. Watch out. The puzzle faces staring back at me are familiar. It's a little girl, big woman combo. It's a little girl, big woman combo. I arbitrarily named the Cicada Sisters when I first arrived to school yesterday. Oh, you must be the Cicada Sisters. The tag team terror that uses cicadas and runs around and stuff. Who do you think? I think that's incorrect. That's so? I suppose that means I'm irredeemably stupid. Please call me Moron Boy as if we've been friends for 10 years. Cicada Sisters. I saw the pair of you from the gate yesterday. One of you was swinging a cicada around and the other was shrieking, if I remember correctly. Guess I'm not gonna be the Moron Boy. I'll see what I can do. Yo, see, look at that. Boom, transition. They already know who I am now. Yup. Kazami Yuji, good to meet you. I thrust out my right hand, but the tall woman in front of me doesn't show any sign of grasping it. She stiffened on the spot, staring fixedly at my face. Looks as though she's even forgot to breathe. Something wrong? The big woman's frozen expression suddenly melts and she lightly shakes my hand. It's an unexpectedly small but decidedly cold hand.
なるほどね。私はスオアマネ。はじめまして、ユージ君。
Nice to meet you too.
ほら、マキナ。あんたも自己紹介は？Why do I？ 別に噛みつきゃしないわよ。名前は？マキナ。イリス・マキナ。
Iris Machina? Iris is a Greek god, and isn't Machina a Latin word? Literally translated, it would be something like Mecha Rainbow Goddess. What country are you from?
耳で聞くと確かにそう聞こえるかもしれないけど、漢字で書くと入り江の入りに巣鴨の巣、種まきのまきにナッパの名でイリス・マキナ。日本人だよ。
She said a lot more than what was translated there, so I hope you guys understand Japanese, because I do. The lolly is judging my life choices! That's nothing new. Wasn't she speaking English just now?
ああ、この子言語やがちょっとね。それに親の都合で6歳まで海外を飛び回ってたから。
That happens. I see. Well, good to meet you. Staring at my outstretched hand in silence, Machina clings to Amina's back as if trying to hide herself. What's wrong?
ああ、ごめん。この子人見知りが激しいっていうか、男の子に慣れてないのよ。病院生活が長かったってのもあって、同世代の男の子が珍しいっていうか、どう接すればいいのかわからないみたいなのよね。
I withdraw the hand I've been holding out toward Machina. There's no need to force her to deal with me in the first place, I guess.
いいのよ。そうやって甘やかすといつまで経ってもこのままなんだから。ほら、マキナ、握手は？
Don't force her, man.
じゃないわよ。ちゃんと挨拶できない子はおやつあげないわよ。
So it looks like I'm gonna... Yo! I just realized that is a very good name for you. Ama. It means sweet. Amane. Okay. Anyway. Is don't get any snacks supposed to be an effective threat in this day and age? Or so I thought. But hearing those words, Machina bites her lip tightly and extends her right hand toward me with a strained expression. I gently clasp her small hand and put on the natural-looking fake smile I learned from my master. I'm Kazumi Yuji. Good to meet you. Oh my god. Her voice is small and marked by a distinct lisp. Her hand is as tiny as her body and is hot like that of a child.
ねえ、怖くないでしょ？挨拶だけじゃなくて、他に何かお話ししたいことは？
I'm pretty sure snacks are a weakness. Filthy homework, no!
好きな動物は何ですか？
Dragons. I like dogs, what about it? Wow, sorry Yuji, we can't be friends anymore. What?
へえ、答えてから質問するのね。
Not really the indecisive sort. I don't hesitate when I need to come up with an answer, even more so when I have an important decision to make. Compared to failing without even trying, I'd rather take action, even at the risk of a mistake.
おお、かっこいい。
Are you mocking me?
まさか。
She's a little sassy, guys. Then why'd you laugh?
なんでだろうね。
Because you're mocking me. I've heard answering a question with another question is a sign of stupidity. Oh!
あらそう。じゃあきっと私はバカなのね。これからは10年来の友達のようにバカねと呼んでちょうだい。
Oh, I like this one too. I like these. Sorry, Machina, I don't like you that much. Got it, moron girl.
今はまだ笑ってるけど、次呼んだら怒るよ。
Oh, yeah, I can see you have the little angry thing in your head. What a troublesome woman.
あれ、もう行っちゃうの？
I don't feel like being late on my first day.
授業が始まるまでまだ1時間はあるわよ。
I'm used to waiting. I'll kill time sightseeing over there or something.
それが悪いとは言わないけど、変わってるね。
I get that a lot. Well, I'll see you in class.
あ、ユージくん、ちょっと待って。
What?
私からも一つ質問していいかな？
You're already asking. If it's something I can answer.
その
We're gonna have a lot of fun while Mane. Hmm?
ごめん、やっぱいいや。
If you got something to say, spit it out. No need to hold back.
また後で聞くわ。もう少し考えをまとめてから。
I see. I don't understand the thought patterns of a large woman. My master would probably say, if you don't understand by now, you never will. But my own thoughts are more along the lines of, even if I could understand, why bother? It's fair. Well then. Having said that, Tamane, I'm confronted with the fact that there are no sights particularly worth seeing here. There's easily an hour until the start of class. I've obviously woken up too early. Well, still better than being late, I guess. Might as well wait in the classroom. Right after I mumble those words, just as I begin walking down the hallway... What the hell? Who's gonna die first? Place your guess. Let's hope nobody. What the? As I made my way toward the classroom the principal had described yesterday, I hear something resembling a scream. No, not a scream exactly. Like a mic test? The hell? Although it doesn't seem to be an emergency situation, I'm certainly a bit concerned by this sound. It's dramatically out of place in the otherwise quiet morning schoolhouse. For the time being, I decide to approach. When I peer inside through the hallway window, I find a single woman shouting in the direction of the blackboard. Judging from the fact that she's wearing a uniform, it would seem that she's a student here like Sachi, Amane, and Makina. Apparently oblivious to my presence, she continues her routine.
Warming up 終わり。じゃあ次。
After deeply inhaling,
せーの。あえいうえおあお、あえいうえおあお、あえいうえおあお。
Alright everyone, practice that 3 times, okay? Is that the rape training exercise? Anti-rape training? Fallen, you can't miss the words like anti there! All in one breath, she firmly lets loose a string of syllables familiar as a vocal tuning exercise.
よーし、一息で言えた。いいぞ私、いや、私。私の言うことが聞けないっていうの？なんか違うな。こんなんじゃ全然ダメだ。
What the heck?
5分。私の言うことが聞けないっていうの？今のは良かったと思う。じゃあ次。あんたのためにやってるんじゃないんだからね。
Is she practicing Sundara lines? While staring at the memo pad in her hand, she awkwardly but forcefully rattles off phrases one after the other. It seems like it'd be best to ask her what she's doing directly. This is the broadcasting club? Oops. I said auntie. In response to my question, or more likely my entrance, the woman leaps up in shock and draws back a good 3 meters. Desks and chairs clatter dramatically in her wake. No, I might be hasty to assume that from the vocal exercises. The drama club seems plausible as well. You seem to be saying some kind of lines. Just as I'm getting ready to rephrase my question, the woman preempts me with her own. Me, Kazami Yuji. I'll be transferring here as of today.
転校生？この学校に？
Yeah. Nodding, I walk a few steps forward and stand in front of the woman. So, were you doing some sort of rehearsal after all? Sorry if I interrupted.
演技なんかしてない。すよっす。だから何の遠慮もしなくていいの。いや、遠慮しなさい。
Does she act soon on purpose? Which is it?
いいからそこに座りなさいよ。
I don't quite follow, but if I start asking questions, she'll probably get even noisier. So I choose the path of least resistance.
慌てない。転校生なんだから、ファーストコンタクトがとても大事よ。頑張りなさい、みちる。
Oh, snap. After I flop down on a chair, the woman mutters to herself in a low but perfectly audible voice.
私は松島みちる。よろしくね。
Why did you correct that? In contrast, she delivers her self-introduction with an artificial brightness. That's so. Initials, MM, huh?
そうよ。だからってド M ってわけじゃないんだからね。
Ha, that's funny. Nobody said anything remotely like that.
あ、ごめんなさい。じゃない。そう聞きそうに見えたのよ。
Do you want to be called a masochist that badly?
したくないわよ。なんでそうなるの？
What's with that angry face? Quite an energetic woman. She drops the subject and forges boldly on ahead.
そう。私はこのクラスで委員長的なことをしているわ。だから何か困ったことがあったら、私に相談してもいいのよ。
No, it's okay. I'll ask Sachi. What does that sort of mean?
それは委員長は他にいるからよ。その辺融通は聞かせなさいよ。
Fair enough.
妙に物分かりがいいわね。まあいいわ。それと。
The woman's voice suddenly grows quieter.
前もって聞いておくけど、あなたは冗談が通じる方？
I wouldn't call myself an enthusiast.
聞いておいてよかった。
Oh, is she trying to be accommodating for me in her own way? That's weird. That's cool. She clears her throat affectedly.
じゃああなたは私のことを特別に名前で呼んでいいことにするわ。本当なら様付けで呼ばなきゃいけないんだけど、許してあげる。
What is with that sassy face? このディオだ。I don't know. She's pretty entertaining, guys. Phineas, she's pretty entertaining. These faces are great.
なんかまずいこと言っちゃったかな。テンプレではこれでいいはずなんだけど。
The problem is, I think Kazami Yuji does not understand what a tsundere is.
やっぱり様付けとか言わない方が良かったのかも。もうその辺の。今のもう一回やり直。
Want me to call you Michiru, yes?
そうよ。それでいいの、それで。
She hums to herself and nods emphatically, apparently satisfied with this result. Next, she takes a colorful wafer of some sort out of a small container and crunches down on it vigorously. Oh, like a reward for herself? What are you eating?
あげないわよ。
Wasn't asking. I was just wondering what those were.
ただのラムネ菓子よ。それがどうかしたの？
Oh, okay. So, she's the real idiot, huh? 100% real hair fixes what? That's so. From the way you were showing them off, I was pretty sure you wanted me to ask.
うるさいわね。あんたに見せるためにやったんじゃないわよ。
I'm pretty sure you got that line wrong, but you delivered it okay.
あ、なんか今のうまくいった。多分今のそうよね。結構良かったよね。案外私素質あるのかも。
I got a strange sense of deja vu from her phrasing just now. What was it? One of those long advertisements they put up inside trains? So I don't ride them often. The few I've seen stand out in my memory. Right, they reprinted this idiotic article from a woman's magazine about how to make men fall for you. Purposely treat them coldly at first in order to create a contrast for your affection when you make your move.
何いきなり考え込んでるのよ。
That's literally what Kanami usually does. He just thinks to himself.
こういう時はなんだっけ。私の美しさにぼーっとなっちゃう気持ちも。でそれってなんか違うキャラよね。そうじゃなくて
someone needs to teach her how to soon better. Are you sure Makina won't eat the candy? So you're supposed to be a tsundere?
違うわよ。いや違う。そうなんだけどって嘘。いきなり言っちゃうわけそれ。
Michiru covers her mouth with her left hand and staggers backward in apparent shock. Her reaction is a bit puzzling, but I think I probably hit the bullseye. I see. I think I understand. You're playing a tsundere in an attempt to attract male attention, yes? Man, what you read on train articles is insane. But there's still some points I'm not clear on, like the hair. Why are you bleaching it?
これは地毛よ。
You know, I was questioning this before. I was like, yo, everyone's Japanese here. How do you all have different hair colors and eye colors and stuff? Please, genuine blonde has a more natural tone. Not that artificial looking gold color. I've known a few.
うるさいわね。ヘアマニキュアでいい色合いのがなかったのよ。
Aww. Hair physics. That's so? Next time I happen to visit America, remind me to pick you up some better hair dye. So as I was saying, why bleach it? And that hairstyle is a little odd too. It's not one I see that often.
そう決まってるんだから仕方ないでしょ。
Wait, what? the way what has to be?
ツンデレには呪いがあるのよ。
The tsundere is a cursed existence. What? Michiru begins to mumble her words under her breath as if to enumerate the curse's power.
私は地の髪の色が濃いからブリーチかけても1日放っておかないとダメだし、市販のだと皮膚が荒れちゃうから豊橋のメーカーが作ってるのをわざわざネットで取り寄せてるし、正直めんどくさいわよ。
That she has to describe the tsundere curse as, in the first person. See, that she has to describe the tsundere curse in the first person. Shouldn't she say first place? Oh, that she has to describe the tsundere curse in the first place seems a bit strange, but pointing that out would only prolong this, so I leave it be.
でも金髪でツインテールで、そうじゃないと本当のツンデレとは認めてもらえない。
What?
だけど私、いや私を出すにはこれしかないの。だからそれは否定しちゃいけないのよ。
Michiru jabs out an index finger in my direction and
ツンデレは金髪ツインテールなの。分かった？いや、分かれー。
As she runs out of breath in grand style, the curtain finally drops on Michiru's one-woman show. The end! The echoing of her ragged breathing is the only sound in the otherwise silent classroom. Exactly 30 seconds pass.
なんで無言なのよ。
It's tough being a tsundere. Got it. Okay! Yo, Vanita, she's a funny idiot at least. You know, the one-woman comedy show, it's pretty good. Thanks, Krabby. Not sure if that wasn't what she was looking for, or if she just lost the will to go on. But Michiru glares at me while emitting a sound reminiscent of a malfunctioning industrial machine. Anyway, let's get going, Michiru. Let's get along, Michiru. Yeah, goes without saying. I plan to get along just fine on my own. It really isn't easy being a tsundere, is it? Wrecked! Finally breaking down, Michiru begins flinging waste paper, permanent markers, and anything else lying around my direction in an attempt to drive me off. While crying. Are you crying? Sorry, my bad. You have discount shovelware tsundere. Yeah! My attempt at an apology seems to have only fueled her anger. So in the end, I decided temporary withdrawal is in fact called for. Class is starting in another 15 minutes, but it should be fine. I'll just kill some time somewhere. 5 minutes before the start of class, practically the moment after I re-entered the classroom, Amane and Sachi arrive. The tsundere from earlier is looking at me with naked aggression, but not noticing the arrival of the others. Resuming the performance in question, she promptly calls out to them. Of course Sachi would have. That's strange. The instant her greeting is returned, Michiru runs over noisily and shakes her hands in front of Sachi. Is this a part of the act? Michiru, while glancing over my direction, for some reason desperately entreats Sachi. Amane, leaning on the desk, seems to be occupied with trying to hold in her laughter. Yes! We're all like, oh, we know. Okay. Okay. Oh! Oh no! The instant Michiru speaks, Sachi's tears abruptly vanish as if someone threw a switch. Michiru watches her cautiously, sweating heavily. Michiru, wrecked. Defeated. You know, I agree there, Amane. I agree. Why does she have more face portraits than, like, the world? Michiru staggers her way back to her seat. With all the vitality of a limp rag. You feeling alright, Michiru-sama? Sorry, just wanted to give it a try. Michiru collapsed weakly onto her desk. Makina's lisping voice sounds from the rear of the classroom. Seems like she might not be used to my presence yet, judging from the way she's beeline straight for Amane. Hides herself behind her and steals glimpses at me. Fatality. Sachi wins. Sachi wins. Sama-ality.
マキナ、大丈夫よ。
ちょっとムカつくとこもあるけど、こいつはそんな危ない人間じゃなさそう。
I mean, that's probably true. Appreciate Michiru.
別にあんたのためにしたわけじゃないわよ。
Boom, she nailed the delivery there. She did it.
決まった。今のは綺麗に決まった。
I think everyone knows she's just acting, but whatever. Keep up the good work. Apart from the large woman, this bunch seems to present quite a variety of communication difficulties. Nothing but fantastically normal students here, eh, Principal? Oh, man! Oh, this is a pretty funny game, guys. Oh, that's great. As if in response to my sarcasm with the chiming of the opening bell, the perfectly normal principal appears before my eyes. Oh, wait a second, there's only 4. As we're arrived at the beginning of the school day, I noticed a difference from the information I heard yesterday.
みんな揃ってるわねってわけでもないか。やっぱり
Standing at the podium, the principal noticed the irregularity at a glance.
榊さんは今日はお休みかしら？
What? Her tone seems to be asking if anyone's familiar with the circumstances.
今日も重役出勤じゃないかしら。ここんとこずっとそうだし。確かに最近は夕方からしか来なくなっちゃったわね。
ユミちゃんどうしたのかな？
何かあったんでしょうか。
Apparently, I'm not the only one with questions about our lone truant.
まあいいわ。風見くんの紹介もしたかったけど、そのうちに会えるでしょ。
You're strangely tolerant.
ちょっといろいろとあってね。じゃあ出席を取ります。
From an open window, the scent of the tide flows into the room. Perhaps because of the walls and steel fences surrounding us on all sides, it's not always easy to remember that this place is in fact close to the sea. In contrast to the breeze and the blue skies, intimations of freedom. Oh, my bad. The gray of those jutting fences speaks of denial and rejection. While my classmates raise their voices energetically, I pass the time staring into that sky. School life, huh? Perfectly normal.
ここが視聴覚教室です。すべての席にリスニングとヒアリングの機材が揃えられていて、語学学習にも適しています。
Looks that way. I can tell from a glance that this place is well equipped. Using the time after the homeroom period, I'm getting a small introduction to the school's facilities from Sachi. Normally, this would be the principal's job, but she seems to be occupied with official duties, so I end up getting another tour from our class rep.
ライブラリはすべて外部にあるサーバーと高速回線でつながっていて、いつでも短時間で検索し鑑賞することができます。
Good, I can play more Fruit of Grisaia games. What?
だからここには DVD とかブルーレイとかは一本もないんです。
Interesting. Which would make checking a movie out impossible, I guess.
そうですね。あまねさんはそれで前に残念がってました。
Sachi smiles a bit wryly as she speaks. Most of this stuff is probably in that pamphlet somewhere, but Sachi's explanations are comparatively to the point, clear, and easy to understand. It seems she's actually quite intelligent.
過去に放送されたテレビ番組も全部ではありませんが鑑賞することができます。ないものについては請求して承認されればサーバーに入れてもらえますので。
Looks like they weren't that sloppy on the casting after all.
何のドラマの話ですか？
The school drama currently being broadcast.
以上になります。
Having completed a general review of the school's facilities, Sachi's explanation comes to an end. Thanks, it was a big help.
いえ、これもクラス委員の仕事ですから。
I mean, but literally, you've been introducing me all day that it's already day over. I guess so.
それより風見さんはまだここに残るんですか？
Yeah, there's still a classmate I haven't met yet after all.
そうですね。
Hearing my response, Sachi's brisk tone gives way to a hesitant mumble. What?
いえ、なんでもないです。すみません。
What? I don't get it. After a brisk bow, she quickly runs off down the hallway. Did I trigger a death flag just now? Am I dead? I don't think there's a single person in the world who wouldn't worry after that kind of ominous foreshadowing. Well, that might be an overstatement. There are some pretty carefree people out there. I'm just not one of them. Seems like it would be best to be on my guard, or more so than usual. The light flooding in through the windows has shifted from overhead to my side. It won't be that long until the sun sets. After parting from Sachi, I walk the empty hallways alone. My surroundings are very nearly soundless, thanks to my habitually quiet footsteps. However, inside the stillness, I sense a definite presence at my destination. She finally show up? I hear a faint sound from the interior of the previously silent classroom. With that confirmation, I slowly open the door. I guess she did. The moment I enter the classroom, tension fills the air. Behind a window seat desk in the middle of the classroom, a chair rattles as its occupant turns to face me. My immediate impression of the girl, she doesn't appear particularly friendly. Yo. While it might not be the most polite first greeting, I call out casually as I approach in order to demonstrate my lack of malicious intent. Sakaki Yumiko, right? Her expression doesn't change. Sitting on the chair absolutely stock still, she stares fixedly at me. I'm Kazami Yuji. I'm a new student here as of today. I come to a halt in front of her desk. So I'll be your classmate as well, it seems. Pulling out a chair from the desk in front of her, I sit down. At that moment, we're about a meter apart. Nonetheless, the woman stares at me so intensely that she seems to be forgetting to breathe. Rather than staring at her, expression could probably be more accurately described as glaring. I wasn't able to introduce myself in the morning. Heard you'd probably be around in the evening. I kept talking regardless, but no response is forthcoming. Maybe she's got a psychological problem with men, like Makina? But then again, she didn't try to run when I approached her. I changed my position on the seat to face her directly. Straddling the chair, I lean forward slightly. The motion has closed the 1 meter gap between us down to about 70 centimeters. Ooh, 30 centimeter difference. I'd like to at least confirm your identity. Hey. As if to declare a refusal to acknowledge my existence, the woman stands from her seat and briskly moves to exit the classroom. How about at least responding to me? I follow her immediately. The woman opens the classroom rear door just enough for one person to pass and tries to slip her way outside. Hey! Calling out again, I try to follow her through the gap. In that moment, the woman forcefully slams the door shut. She clearly closed it, knowing full well I was trying to follow. Her expression betrays surprise. Maybe she's been expecting me to get my hand caught in the door or back off from having it slammed in my face. Instead, the door she attempted to slide closed is firmly held open by my hand, an outcome she apparently hadn't been prepared for. You could have broken my hand, you know that? Although she's the one who was trying to shatter my fingers, she's glaring at me like I'm the bad guy here. Alright. We're starting. I'm super excited. Yeah, we're live. We are live. All right. We're starting. I'm super excited. Yeah, we're live. We are live. Meth, just so you know, some of us show up like an hour early in my chat before the live stream. So, I've been listening to this song for like the last 20 some odd minutes. All right. We're starting. I'm super excited. Yeah, we're live. We are live. All right. We're starting. I'm super excited. Yeah, we're live. We are live. Meth, just so you know, some of us show up like an hour early in my chat before the live stream. So, I've been listening to this song for like the last 20 some odd minutes. Anyway, welcome Uni, welcome Shade, welcome Jose, welcome Meth, welcome King. I didn't see the Sunday evening comment, so. I'm super excited. It's the Fruit of Grisaia. What you guys may or may not know. Actually, here, let's go with the things I know about this game. Nothing. Done. Oh, darn. It happens, man. It happens. Next time. So, what do I know about this? It's a multimedia franchise at this point. It has its own anime series. I believe it has mangas. It definitely has multiple games in it. This is the English Steam version. It's the one I left the link for in my description, as well as the link to Frontwing's website, English website, who is the creator of the game. It was localized by, if I'm not mistaken, Sekai Project, and it's on their list of games you're allowed to stream and stuff. Also, YouTube automatically flags this one as might not be fully ad revenueable, but hey. So Meth knows a lot more than me. Meth owns this game too. So Meth, if you're playing the game already, then yeah, you'll definitely know a lot more than I do. I do like the first two lines in the description of the game though. 6 fruits bear their fangs at the world. The academy was their orchard. As they put in this 81 hours? Oh man. Is this an 81-hour game, Shade? Really? Anyway, it is 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Monday Night Livestream. I am animefanrk2k. I play games sometimes, like this one. I'm on a visual novel kick ever since I started playing like Valhalla, so I'm enjoying that. Yeah, right? Anyway, so this is the Fruit of Grisaia, Grisaia no Kajitsu. It's actually been on my to-watch list, the anime has, for a while, since like it came out, actually. Because I was like, oh, this looks really interesting. Never got around to watching it. I know it was based off a visual novel, and I originally was like, oh, you know, I should play it. Never got around to playing it, and then finally I was like, after I will probably a lot longer. Anyway, this has been the Monday Night Livestream of the Fruit of Grisaia. Hope to see you next week for another Monday Night Livestream. Or any other video I do. Well, You can message me, Venice, I believe it's the opposite. You're putting the cart before the horse. Think the visual novel came out first. Visual novel came out first. But anyway, yeah. If you don't have a Twitter, like, I understand not everyone has a Twitter. So if you don't have a Twitter, you can, if you know my Facebook page, if you are on Discord, on the Can Team Discord, just hit me up there. And, or, even leave a comment. And, I'll sort it all out, okay? Anyway. It's a bit stretched out in the end. This is animefanrk2k. Thank you very much for watching the Monday Night Livestream. I'll see you guys. See ya. It's over for now. Peace.